Hey guys, this is Manshark Sub LPs. I'm Sub, this is Crusader Kings II, and this is Millennia in the Making, episode 205. We're currently playing as Kaiser Baldwin III, the good of the Holy Roman Empire and other associated satellite empires. He is the son of Kaiser Almeric the Kind, who himself was the grandson of Kaiser Almeric the Blessed. Now, we're not at war, we're not really doing anything. We have had a bit of a query from Sir Mount back in episode 199 about us expelling the Knights Hospitaller. We do have a new Kaiser at this point, and you can see he still has the note that he has expelled the Knights Hospitaller. We have no option to bring them back at all. We will just quickly hold a feast. But you can see that they are still on our Holy Orders tab. They're currently in fief to the Kingdom of Jerusalem, which is technically part of us. But, you know, they're there. They've got a barony holding in it, in Hebron itself. But, yeah, you know, they ain't nothing. Anyway, we crashed last time I attempted to record this, so that's actually saved you guys a bit of boredom, to be quite honest, because I was writing down the names of the duchies around this place, which are run by either Franks or Occitans, or in one case over here, a Castilian, just in order to, you know, help our shit out. So, what we're going to do is we do have a very limited amount of piety in which to, you know, get people to revoke their shit. We're going to come over here to Dauphine. Like proper Dauphine. Now that's run by a Frank, this lovely lady here. The son is a Frank, so we can't have that. She only holds one county in the place, so we're going to claim it. Now that'll cost us 100 piety, of course. Very good. And then we're going to claim her county as well. Thank you, Pope. Yep, wonderful. Now, what other places in here? So we're going to have this one. That's run by a Frank. And I believe this one is also run under her, and he is Frankish as well. So all of these places need new dudes. Excuse me. Bit of New Year's lag. And we're good. Wonderful. So the Pope granted our claim, so let's get a claim on this one. And while he's doing that, we'll start the revocation process. And we're going to spend lavishly on food, of course. Oh, she actually runs this guy as well. Or there must be a barony in there that she runs. Yep, good. Sent out the preps. We're now the Duke of this place. So we revoke the county of Lyon. We also revoke the county of... No, Pope hasn't come back to us on that one yet. But we revoke Vivarais. And now we revoke Forez. We should also really revoke this one too, and just give everybody all that land at once. So let's put a claim in on Champagne. Thank you. I'm going to take a bit of an opinion penalty for a bit. Okay, and while we have that claim on Champagne, I want to claim on... Is this guy German? Nope. So we'll have a claim on Vienne. And just quickly revoke Champers off Champers. Good. Good. Good, and he gave us our claim there, so as soon as, yep, as soon as that happens, we can revoke that place. Just makes it easier, you know. Thank you, Mayor Gotthard. Getting a few messages there. Come on, accept the revocation. My son has died a maimed cripple. That's unfortunate. But it doesn't really matter too much because that wasn't our, you know, that's our second son, the Count of Kempton. doesn't really matter. He was obviously too beautiful for this world. Come on! Thank you. About time. Right, so obviously most of these guys are going to be Frankish, so we need to pull in a German from somewhere. And as we did last time, this is actually fairly easy. Invite a noble, it will be a steward named Wenzel. So let's find Wenzel. There he is. Sure. And he gets the duchy title, the Duchy of Dauphin. Go for your life, buddy. Good work. Now we still have Champagne as part of our realm. I'm not going to unify all of Champagne because Upper Lorraine has done something very bizarre here. Actually, was Upper Lorraine one of the ones on my hit list? Totally was. So we get to fix all of this. The only problem here is now we can't make any other, claims. But we will revoke Upper Lorraine. Okay, so what can I do up here? That's where Champagne normally is. And that is the ducal capital there, held by this dude, who is Frankish. I don't want him to be holding this, but I need 100 piety. Okay, we just need 100 piety. Okay, and I have enough titles, I don't need one more. So we're just waiting for the month to tick over. And hit that particular date. Come on! Yes, well spoken, thank you. Thank you, everybody enjoyed the feast. There we go, now we've got enough piety to revoke Reims. Well, to put a claim in on Reims. Unfortunately, after this, we're going to have to take a break from doing that particular method. And let me just check. Yes, so now all of these places are serving as individually. That's great. Upper Lorraine normally just consists of these areas here. The Duke of Valois owns part of it. This fellow here is Frankish. This fellow here must be the previous Duke. Yep. He wants control of a particular barony. I will give him control of a particular barony because the baron hates me. But we really need to get one of these provinces off him. As well as Bar. So that's going to be a little bit difficult. This guy here has died, so I need a new chaplain. That's fine. And all we're doing with the chaplain now is saying improve religious relations in Rome. Nice and easy. Sure, whatever, kid. Okay, he's given us our claim on Reims, so we revoke it. Okay, this is good. I want to imprison this guy. I can't revoke any of his titles, but I can certainly imprison his ass. He has fled to the court of somebody else, so we just keep on trying to imprison him. There we go. Sorted. We're obviously not going to have him executed or anything like that. What would the point be? Good, he has accepted the revocation, so we're going to find another German gentleman. Okay, and Hartmann it will be this time. Hartmann von Saint-Savoy and Poser. And we just grant him the Duchy of Champagne. That gives him this vassal as well, so I don't have to worry about that. It does mean that Moravia still possesses that land, but that's fine because Moravia is a German. Now, what to do about Saint-Ouen? Because we are currently holding free duchies, so that's not good for us. But we don't have enough piety to just start revoking stuff. We could buy an indulgence for my sins, but that will cost us several thousand gold, and, well, the Pope's kind of a dick. So what we will do instead, I mean, we do get a lot of piety, but what we will do instead is start accusing people of heresy and all that sort of business. So, this guy, can we... Nope, apparently requesting excommunication will also cost us 100 piety. Well, that is a shame. And revoking any titles is a major opinion hit. And that's an even bigger opinion hit. No, there's not really much for us to do there. Independence is at 14%. The problem here is we could reallocate the Duchy of Upper Lorraine to, say, the Duke of Valois, but the Duke of Valois is also Dutch, so that's not going to help us out. But we could give it to another German if we get rid of this guy out of one of the provinces. The issue is that this guy owns a lot of land. He has 4 counties. It's way too many for him. He shouldn't have that many. But he owns 2 here, 1 over here, and 1 over here, and that's part of Lower Lorraine over here. So that's irritating. We'll just hold on to it for the moment. We can afford to do that. And you know what? Let's put an let's entreaty the Pope. See how much he's asking for piety. Gold for piety. Faction disbanding. Yeah, we can totally afford to hold on to 1 duchy. Holy Father is granted his absolution, so that would be 14,718.74 gold for 25 piety. Piss off. I just let it accumulate naturally. It's ridiculous. And the strength of various factions is going down. Independence is at 10.2. So that's good. It's good. Looks like the Hansa guy died. That's fine. My son appears to have bought a cloak. I don't understand sometimes. Trude wants to have a daughter. She's Midas touched. She's strong. She's everything but lustful. My son here wants to have a daughter and he's grey evidence, but they're still not getting her pregnant just because she's homosexual. Come on, guys. Come on. It isn't hard, which may actually be the problem, now that I think about it. My grandson Wilhelm has a tender and loving soul, trusting everyone in the castle. I fear he will get hurt someday, so that's given him the kind trait. Kind is good. I mean, minus intrigue, but plus diplomacy, and diplomacy is what we're training him for. So we can get him an extra +1 diplomacy on top of that. Or we can try and give him a, we can get 5 piety, which, that's kind of important right now, and a 10% chance that he gets envious. I don't particularly want him to have envious, though envious is actually a better trait than kind, apart from the vassal. Okay, so kind gives the vassal opinion modifier, which is the major thing that we'll be going for. So, but that 90% chance of no effect keeps us having the kind trait. We're looking to the future here, so there we go. And also, we're going to tick up piety in a few moments as well. Count Pedro of Zamora, how about the Oblet? There we go, so piety just ticked up, that's good. So we're looking for... Lorraine itself. I'll take that. I wonder if excommunicating somebody would be a more efficient option. We'll try that out in a moment. Next time we get down 100 piety. Thank you, Pope. And I'll have that off you. That guy who we just chucked a Violette died. Maybe he should have thought of that before plotting against somebody. Excellent, so we've just gotten Lorraine. Very good, so what I'll do with that is the obvious. Find a German fellow. Gottfried. Gottfried von Villani. Sure. You're now the Duke of Upper Lorraine. Now that has included the other holdings of this guy, because this guy is now beholden to this guy. That's fine. I don't care about that. I mean, it's kind of annoying, but it shouldn't be too annoying. So let's see, what have we just dealt with? I actually have a list here. I drew that up, or wrote that up last time. Duke Wenzel of Dauphine, he is fine. We didn't deal with anybody apart from Upper Lorraine, I think. Oh no, did we deal with Champagne? We totally dealt with Champers. And we dealt with Upper Lorraine just now. So that's 3 duchies off the list. We have a few left to go. Toulouse, Aquitaine, Burgundy, here, Burgundy, Orléans, Valois, which is up here, Brabant, which is this one here, Croatia / Verdun. So Croatia over here, of course, but he also owns some parts of Verdun, which is... The fuck is Verdun? Okay. Where the hell is Verdun? Oh man, I should know this. It's part of Normandy, isn't it? No? Wherever Verdun is. God, why do I not know that? Oh no. Croatia, but the province of Verdun. Which is that one there. Yeah, because that's held by a Greek guy. Whereas Lower Lorraine itself is held by a German. Fix yourselves up. And Galatia, which is this bit down here. So, what we'll do when we get 100 piety is excommunicate the Duke of Toulouse and see what we can do from there. New guy in Hansa. Okay. And everything else is pretty much fine. The Nubians are still losing their wars. It's good. Oh, and let's check on Republic trade zones while we're at it. Okay, so Damietta is getting a little bit up. That's annoying. Thrace has gotten back. I mean, not Thrace, Tangier. This guy believes that one of my vassals should suit him better, so impress him. And then transfer the vassalage. Done. Oh, Tangiers has gotten all the way around here. We will have to deal with that in time. But first it's time for a hunt. Yeah, a little bit of prestige there. That's the new Duke of Champagne. I'm actually going to turn off auto stop plots. Now, that may seem like a terrible idea, and let's be honest, it kind of is. Okay, we've got a peasant revolt, that's annoying. Where is it? Ah, down there. Yep, great. And the reason why we're not auto-stopping plots, I mean, some of them we will have to just do this with, but we're looking for excuses to imprison dukes. The lingering looks, the small, almost inappropriate touches, the secret smiles given to somebody other than his wife. A courtier is having an affair! Okay, so, yes, he is, but it's with his wife. So I should tell someone, or confront him? We'll confront him. Okay, war has disrupted our grand hunt, so that's irritating, these damn peasants. Yep, harmony and contentment. And occasionally we just have to find some random bloke. They don't tell us about a lot of these plots when they start. Ah, Castletown was built in Rheinak. Very good. Just do a quick check around. Pretty sure everything's good. I know Babayan is absolutely fine. Yes, yes, your Imperial Majesty, etc, etc, etc. Ah. Yeah, a lot of places are going to be fine. What's this? 27th of January? Yeah, we can wait. Just trying to find ones that are not building something at the moment. And everywhere seems to actually be doing that. So wonderful. My wife is pregnant. Good on me. About to have a new year. And we're clear. Excellent. A son was born to Berthold Ludolfinger and his lovely wife. And they called him Ludolf, so it's Ludolfinger. Really, guys? That kid is gonna get teased. Okay, we've got some known plots. You know, what we'll be doing is we'll just be checking them. So have a look at this guy. He's German, so we'll just tell him to end it. That's fine, but anybody who isn't German is going to get the fucking book thrown at them. This guy isn't German, but he doesn't hold any land, so I don't care. Dude, tell you what, these rebels aren't really they are beating the armies around, but, you know, they're not really doing very well. I believe that a building has finished construction over here, somewhere. Somewhere. I'll find it. Alright, where was it? Maybe they've started constructing over it already. Ah, there we go. And we actually have 100 piety again, so we're going to excommunicate the Duke of Toulouse. And just see what we can do with this. Yes, wonderful. Can we revoke a title from him? No, not yet, but we can imprison him. Now, I didn't want him to do that. Now, okay, so what we could do is banish him. We'll get all this gold and all this stuff. It'll cost us 10 piety, but minus 80 opinion with everybody. We could also just execute him. But we're not going to do that, are we? No, we're going to release him and then imprison him again. And then release him and then imprison him again. And then release him and then imprison him again. There we go. That's what we were after. So now he has raised his flag in rebellion. And we'll see what we can do. Particularly considering one of our armies is already in the area, dealing with some rebel scum. Okay, you're German, so just stop what you're doing. And I'm actually pretty sure that none of these ones I care about, you know, doing anything with. So I'll just auto end all of those. Okay, rebellion here is over. So let's head up north and deal with the slightly bigger rebellion. Excuse me. Yeah, we're going to get a lot of those messages. But you entered a plot. So I'm not sure how many times it will let me revoke a title from this guy now. I think it may only be once. But we'll just have to see. Also, this does give us, you know, something to do. Alright, so first things first, we're going to have to basically take all his shit down. Destroy his armies. So let's do that. Oh yeah, and how's our tech going? Excellent, we can advance in religious customs. Wonderful. And we just got 50 tech points from Mercuria. Okay, so I would like this to be in culture. Let me just get rid of that. Either culture or military. Let's have it in military, actually. Beautiful. The one thing that we don't want that going to anymore is economic, because, well, we literally have nothing to spend it on. Okay, that's an interception. Lovely. And we've actually forced him to start bringing his guys out. This was previously a retinue army, but now we've forced him to bring his guys out of the castles, so that'll make them easier to deal with. Captured this guy. I really don't care. And yeah, we're actually just going to sit here and attack this one when the time comes. Because we do have a ticking war score against us. Because we're, you know, we don't hold any of his stuff. Because the rebels are in control of all of our holdings. Not for long. Yep, so that ticking war score has gone. Set it up to Roran. Okay. And apparently we're getting 5% for holding that one guy in prison. So, good thing we didn't release him. Okay, that's an interception. Daughter was born to me and my wife. Nothing special, of course. And it's a good interception because we'll be attacking this place and taking it as well. Apparently we lost a guy on a flank. Weird. They're trying to retake this place here. That's fine. They can attempt that as much as they'd like. We have a peasant revolt in Halagaland, which is annoying because it's all the way up here. But we do have armies around the area for this particular purpose, so, you know, we just send them up and they'll deal with it. Just picking random dudes at this point. Okay, they are going to escape us, but we're going to then change our move very quickly. No, they're still going to escape us. That's fine. If Wilhelm is nowhere to be seen, you can always find him in the courtyard, playing with his swords and practicing his sword fighting with older men, no homo. So, +1 martial, a 44% chance of brave, 33% chance of diligent, 22% chance of proud. Or 80% chance of craven, 20% chance of proud. Diligent is good, proud isn't negative, and brave is good. He is brave. Wonderful. And he's picked up the diligent trait at some point as well. This kid right here. Look at that stat line. He doesn't even have his trait, like his class trait yet. He might be the guy who, like, you know, takes us to the finish. Okay, 6th of October. Good, that's an interception. 97%, buddy. Nope, still thinks he's hot shit. Alright, well, let's move back here and we'll take the town of the city of Beziers. Then we'll see what you got to say for yourself. Okay, we've got righteous imprisonment on the Duke of Champagne again. I don't want to imprison the Duke of Champagne. Actually, he's fabricating claims on the county of Sens. It's probably alright for him. Probably. Yeah, I don't care about the rest of this. Okay, that's weird. Little graphical or UI issue there. Alright, let's take this. Beautiful, that's 100%. You've lost, buddy. He has managed to get rid of his excommunication. That's fine, because now he's a traitor. So I'm going to take the Duchy of Toulouse from him. Now, I can only take one. Right, okay. So, in effect, you know, that wasn't exactly worthwhile. So the Duchy of Toulouse is all of this stuff. I don't believe a single one of these guys is going to be, you know, German. So I'm just going to take this guy's land off him. 50 tech points from Mercuria. Military, please. No, went to culture. That's fine. Excuse me. You have righteous imprisonment of the Archbishop of Colm. He can do that. Okay, so we got a claim on this place, so we'll just grab it. Then find another gentleman to give it to. And honestly, I don't particularly care too much anymore about the individual counties. It just takes way too much of my piety. Amadeus. Amadeus von Bickry. Not a very good steward, are you? But now you're Duke of Toulouse, so enjoy it. And that's given him this guy as well, so I will now not release that guy. Won't imprison him either. This army does need to head back down here. And these guys are kind of, you know, fucking around. Wonder if we'll handle that before the new year. Nope. Okay. That's fine. Okay, so that's technically Toulouse handled. Now, the only ones left, it appears that somebody has decided it would be a good idea to start a mower outside. So if you'll excuse me, I'll just walk on over to the windows and close them. Wow, that is really loud. Bloody weekends in Australia, what can you do? There we go. That sorted it. Okay, so we do still have areas of France which need to be changed. We're kind of relying on the dukes to kind of do their own thing. So the main one that I want to get changed now, and I will be fine with just getting this one and leaving the rest of it, is Paris, which is currently held by the Duke of Valois. Now, there is a very good reason for this. Paris, in Europe Universalis 4, has a massive, what they call a base tax. Everything to do with a province is based on its base tax. So, for you to convert a province from, from Frankish to German, requires a certain number of, I believe it's diplomatic monarch points, which is basically your version of this shit here. And the cost is a multiplier effect on the base tax. Like I think it's maybe 50 per base tax or something like that. Or 20 per base tax. It's an amount per base tax. So you don't want places with high base tax being not your religion or not your culture. Not your religion, because then you'll never be able to change a thing about it. New Year, and we're good. Because conversion is now completely dependent on you putting a missionary in the place, and dealing with that. If you put a missionary on the place, he gets a particular. I thought we were already lovers with my wife. Oh, 5 piety, and now we've picked up a new lover, and it's my wife. Guys, come on. She's the only lover I'll ever need. But yes, how conversion works in Europe Universalis 4 is you dump a missionary on a province, and he eventually converts it. He gets, every month he adds a particular amount of percentage to a ticking score. When that hits 100%, province is converted. And that percentage is based partly on the base tax of a province, as well as some other things, but mainly the base tax. It's very good that we do not have to deal with that in the majority of Europe anymore, because Europe is where the highest base taxes are. Oh, and we can actually end that rebellion. Thank you. Okay, so we've got 200 piety, so we'll get rid of Paris from this dude right now. So we'll do that first of all by getting rid of the Duchy of Valois. Come on. Thank you. And then getting rid of the Duchy. Sorry, the County of Paris itself. And unfortunately, there's nothing we can do to speed up the process. Wow, look at that. Minus 885 for asking for claims. Lol, Pope. Now it should be minus 900. Excellent. Anyway, you. I'm revoking your duchy title. Thank you. And then I'm going to revoke Paris from you. Excellent. But yes, Paris basically has like 20 base tax. It has a high base tax, and it can get really high because you can add to your base tax throughout the game. And if you do that and you don't culture convert it, obviously there becomes a point where religiously converting it is ridiculous, and there will even become a point where it will require too much diplomatic power to convert it. Like, you won't be able to save up enough. So Eganolf is our new courtier. Eganolf von Altana. Excellent. Congratulations, you now have the Duke of Valois. Enjoy Paris. And yeah, I'm just going to kind of ignore the rest of the culture stuff. I'm just going to delete this list I've got here. I don't care that much. We've done really well in comparison to like my my Viking game that I played that one time. We do still have these ones up here, but these ones up here will be easy to convert because, well, Kola has the shittiest base tax I've ever seen. Things like that. The main point is that we've gotten rid of a religion. And there is also the fact that you use the diplomatic tech points for other things, such as advancing your diplomatic technology, which is, you know, your naval stuff. But we've got a bit of a workaround for that if it all works out as planned. We are keeping these off, the known plots thing off auto-resolve. And just occasionally checking it and saying, okay, everybody is fine, and auto-ending. Just keeping it like that for a moment, until they flush all the plots out. There we go. We'll just check that every now and then, just to see if anybody who shouldn't be holding a duchy, because, you know, they're not German, isn't, you know. So we can just try and imprison them and be all like, hey, not guaranteed to work. But the important thing is that we're converting the Italian places. We've converted most of his territory here, a whole lot of stuff down here, and most of these places, which we will eventually reconquer, they're all German. Well, getting to be German as well. No. You're a shitty baron. Why are you even... Who should you be held by? You should be held by this guy. He's going to dislike me because I don't have control of that... Well, he doesn't have control of that barony, when he really should. Yeah, so I don't mind spending a few points getting our shit back together. And let's not forget, in the proper game, so, you know, the actual HRE one proper, we're not going to have this stuff over here. We're just going to have this territory here, and a little bit more of it, because we're going to cheat a little bit and just grab all of Bavaria before the end of the game. Maybe Venice as well. You know. Oh, it looks like England is actually having a little bit of a revolt against the rule of the Kaiser. It's interesting. But anyway, the point is that we're not going to have to worry about that until we conquer it. There is, of course, the issue that particular electors or, you know, counts in the HRE are going to dislike us because we'll be of a different culture to them, but, well, that's just racist. They can go fuck themselves. Yeah. I've actually got a couple of cardinals who aren't in my lands. We've got one from Medina, one from Egypt, and one from Mauritania. Interesting. How's independence going? 11.8%. Yeah, I kind of expected a bunch of that. That's fine. But yeah, I'm not being terribly concerned about things. Can we have a hunt? No, we can have a summer fair. I don't want to have a summer fair. I want to hunt. When can we hunt? At least September. Well, we'll just have to wait for that. Monitor the list here. And yeah, that's pretty much what we'll do. The game does end in 1453, so we still do have 70 years. So Kaiser Baldwin III will die before then. There's a high likelihood of Prince Bishop, or, you know, our Count, our son, Prince Egbert of the Holy Roman Empire, there's a highly likelihood of him dying before then. Which means it's very likely that Wilhelm Ludolfinger here will be our transfer ruler. And my daughter here requires an education. Let's educate her in learning. She's pretty good at that. It's not usually the best thing to educate a child with, because, you know what, we're not going to educate her in learning. Fuck that. We're going to educate her in stewardship. With my wife. Did not see what that particular message was. It's alright. Yeah, we're just going to keep on accumulating economic tech. We've got nothing to spend it on. So, Monarch points in Europa Universalis 4 are everything. You might think, oh, but we're going to have so much gold, it's going to be awesome. Yes, we are going to have so much gold, or ducats, or ducats, or, you know, whatever. But to build a building, you also need Monarch points. That's a big restriction. It's going to be good for us as a smaller nation within the bigger one. Because that means that, you know, we're not going to have so much stuff to spend it on. In the second run, where we take all of the HRE and just plow through, it's going to be very difficult for us to manage our Monarch points and buildings. We're going to have to lag behind on buildings at some points. Just because we're not going to have the, you know, the points for it. Which is unfortunate, but, you know, it's just how things are. And Monarch points, you don't get more of them if you're bigger. They're entirely based on you. And, you know, rules and stuff. I guess technically you do get more if you're bigger, because if you're bigger you have a higher income and you can use the income to hire advisors, which help out. But it's not great. It's like a couple of points. I really hope that closing these windows has done enough to, you know, get rid of this. It's some sort of edge trimmer or something, I guess. But yeah, it's really loud, and I'm kind of irritated that it's been started up. I did tell everybody, hey, you know, I'm going to start recording. Don't be dicks. Let's have another feast. We missed the cutoff of the hunt because I was busy talking. So we're probably going to invest in siege equipment next, I want to say. Just because it's the cheapest of these options. A son was born to my son-in-law and Princess Benhild, my daughter here. Excellent, and that is got Zello. Zello is kind of average. Not that we expected anything less of you two, because you don't have any exceptional traits. And also you called your last son Ludolf. Seriously. Yep, spend lavishly on food. No reason not to, huh? Yep. Theodoric Ludolfinger, my nephew, requires an education. Let's educate him militarily. Whoop, that's the wrong button. So we'll get him educated by Iron Fried. Good. Feast invite sent. Does anybody actually dislike us? I mean, who isn't in jail? The Pope, of course. Various counts. There's a few guys. Huh. If I revoke your title, why are you still a duke? Yeah, fuck off. Oh, 1st of January went by without a hitch. That would have been really annoying if it had lagged out and stopped us, because we're 50 minutes in. Welcome to the feast, guys. Get drunk, be bitchy, you know, do the usual thing. Great. Imprison the bishop. Yep. You don't slit random throats. Great. Various prestige and opinion gains, all completely par for the course. Shipbuilding is actually advancing quite swiftly now, so that's very good. Disgusting, foul smell, etc, etc. How's Intrigue going? You're all barons and shit kickers. We've got a count there, but I don't care about him. Right. End them all. You know what? Bugger it. I don't care enough, let's just have it be like that. We do still have a Duke of Syria imprisoned. Why? Why do we still have the Duke of Syria imprisoned? Let's release him. Get a bit of opinion boost out of him by releasing him. 15 opinion. Off you go, lad. Probably because he was ambitious and he did something wrong. We actually only have 8 people in prison. Probably because all of the Holy War prisoners died a long time ago. Yes, yes, more feasting. And feast is over. Wonderful. So now it may only be the Pope who hates me. The Pope and the Count of Bar. How's the Count of Bar my vassal? He shouldn't be. Surely. Oh, that's Upper Lorraine and all that sort of bullshit? Really? Upper Lorraine of the... Ah! Okay, that's the former, Right, no, I've got a plan here. We need to revoke Bar. So, put in a claim on it. This is the former Duke of Valois. So we just need to deal with this because he's got 2 provinces split across this place here. So we do this one, we revoke Bar from him. Then we give Bar to the Duke of Upper Lorraine and give him to... So, right. We give Bar to the Duke of Upper Lorraine because he'll want it now. Yep, desires the county of Bar. Done. And now this guy here is going to want control of the county of Vermandois. So we transfer the vassal to him. Sorted, and now it should just be the Pope who is pissed off of us. Yep, beautiful. And the Pope will not, ever, be happy with us. Not before he dies, anyway. Shame he's a Ludolfinger. Okay, bit of factions moving around. Independence only has 6.5% and is led by the Pope. Moral authority is still doing absolutely fine, as expected. You really need anti-popes to mess with that. Like, it's really the only way. The only problem is that pissing off the Pope reduces our money. Wife's pregnant? Again? Damn, I'm good. Looks like the British are having another revolt. Yep, against oh, this guy believes he should rule it. This guy. Irish Catholic. Well, we can't have that, but I believe that Britain will probably destroy the guy. We can help out, though. We'll help out. I mean, we've helped out the Immedingers for some time now. They're our bros. So I'm gonna need some dudes for a boat. We will probably handle that next episode, though, because we are getting right up to that point. Yep, good. Accepted. I am obviously not going to conscript merchant ships. We don't need to do that. And this also gives us sight, so we can see how well the British are doing. And if they actually need our backing up. They probably do at this stage. Mainly because the Kaiser of Britannia is a new guy. So, you know what? While we are going to, you know, end the episode fairly soon, we can get together our boats and, you know, start sending our guys over there. Oh yeah, that's enough. And we only need to send over one army anyway. Yeah, that's actually plenty. It's more than plenty. Alright, boys. Hop on a boat. And come on over to this side of things. Because if I can, I'll land them in Argyle and we'll take Argyle. Just quickly and then move on to the mainstay itself. 50 tech points. Beautiful. Let's have it a military. Went to culture. That's fine. Now we'll just wait for our guys to, you know, land. I'm still impressed by this kid. It's exceptional. We'll wait for our guys to land and then we'll end the episode there. Assuming nothing terrible happens in the meantime. My half-sister is of legal age. She's Midas touched. She has a pretty good stat there. Let's betroth her to the King of Perm. Or should we betroth her to... Let's see if she can be betrothed to the Kaiser of Britannia. Yes. Yes, they can. We can't do it matrilineal, obviously, and we don't want to do it matrilineally. It's a bad idea. We've been over that discussion before. Get rid of all of that. Get rid of all of this. Should change her ambitions. Nope, they still would like to have a daughter. They've had another son, that's good. A strong son this time. But genius is just so much better. Good. Good lad. You'll go well, son. Son-in-law, brother-in-law. Alright, so you can see the British have already managed to raise up a decent army, so instead of putting our guys down in... I'm actually going to just... Can we land? We're not even going to let us land. We're allies, guys. Let us land. I'm going to put the boats down, or the dudes down in Ulster. So we'll just let them land, and then we'll end the episode there. Excellent. They are taking attrition, but it's not much, and it's fine. Going to keep the boats around for a bit, because that's what we do. But in the meantime, well, it's the end of the episode. So if you liked the episode, go ahead and give it a like. If you've got any questions or comments, well, you know where to leave those. Subscribe if you want to see more of this sort of thing and have not already done so. And yeah, I've been Sub. You have been yourselves. So later.